See what keys we got. Okay. Snag. It's going to be unlocked. Oh, okay. Oh, this guy's loaded. He must have been the guy that won that fight earlier that we heard. Real quick, let me go over the rules. The main ones: no scavving, no insurance, no flea market, no buying from the traders other than quest specific items like markers, jammers, Wi-Fi cameras, and cases. No secure container besides keys that are non-inspected. If I get them in raid, they have to be non-inspected, or I have to get it out of raid first to be able to bring it back in the secure container. I remember what we were doing. I know I want to level up Ragman. We need him level 3 and we need level 32. It's the biggest goal for today. Streets. That's right. I need to go and hit streets for this because I need to get that key. I could also do Punisher. What's the barter for a packet? Is there one? A half mask. So 1 for 1. Yeah. Okay. Because we need the packet and then the 6v47 helmet. We got to pick up PMC kills. Is there a barter for that key? There is. Yes, it is. I don't have the items for it. So that's one thing that we'll be stacking up today too. I have them wish listed. But hunting matches and dry fuel. But dry fuel is kind of... I think I'd find the logistics key pretty quick going to streets and hit filing cabinets. I find that key a lot. And also could potentially pull the dry fuel and barter items for the hunting matches out of the filing cabinets. I don't know about the dry fuel, but the dry fuel we get out of the construction. Actually, we go Lighthouse to get that. We'll go to, yeah, let's go Lighthouse to get this done. That way we can end up running the SVDS on streets. Because I have a lot of SVDSs. And we can do Punisher 6 on streets. Then we only got to kill like 1 or 2 scavs. 3. Let's do missing cargo. I got the weapons case last night too from hunting Gluhar down. Oh, we're looking pretty. Need to clean up some of this. I love it though. Yeah. Oh yeah. I still think it's one of the best games on the market. I love this game. It's buggy. It's you know it's got bugs, but the risk reward, the immersion, the grind, the progression, the sound of the guns, the gunplay in general. No, it just is a. I like it. I like it a lot. There are a bunch of bugs which are annoying, and I hope that they fix those and optimize it. But I mean, fuck, I've been saying that the past 6 years, so at some point you just gotta come to the realization that it's gonna stay a buggy game. There's a lot of games nowadays though. It's rare to have a game that's not buggy as hell. Okay, the lost contact I have to get to is down here. And then I think I have to come back up and grab the letter. I don't know if I have to do it in this order. I think I do. We had grenades down here not too long ago too, just like 20 seconds ago. There we go. I'll take a little bit of grizzly for my troubles. No matter if I do. I thought about getting on Ark and hopping in with a PvP squad and just going and slaying out. But I like a game that you could sink a lot of time into and grind. But I do like Ark that it's not that, because it gives me the option to hop on and play it. And I don't feel like I am, because I haven't sunk a crazy amount of time into it. You know what I mean? It's like I could play that alongside Tarkov very easily. And that's my second vertex I need. Don't need it right now, but I will coming up. There's the letter I have to grab for the quest. Alright, we have the quest completed. Well, once we get out. And kills it if you have the free kick on kills it. What about scabbing? So the same as scabbing? $7 mil buckshot. He's hurting. Man, it's peppered up. He also has a trunk I need. Oh, run. Another one. Hell yeah. I finished the shotgun scav kill quest, I think. Yeah. I only needed the 3 kills. Do you think is good to do some offline runs for scouting the map, or should I just go? If you haven't ever played the map before, yeah, it's not a bad idea. You just run. If you're gonna do that, have a map open on your secondary monitor or like a phone or tablet or something, and pull up just the PMC spawns, and then run from PMC spawn point to PMC spawn point to PMC spawn point, and then take a visual, just a little mental note of what that looks like, and then maybe find a couple extracts. That would definitely help, because you could turn off all the AI and you can go in naked where you'll be faster, and you can even pop stims and stuff like that, and you could turn off energy and hydration, so you don't have to worry about running out of food and hydration. All right, finish Punisher. Do Punisher 5 now. There you go. I want to get this guy leveled up, which we got Punisher 5 now. Ooh. We get an M4 to turn in. I think like it's, yeah. I don't have anywhere to put this Quran, so I think we have to run it until we die, and then I could swap it for a P.A.K.A. Oh, I don't have a half master trade for a P.A.K.A. anyways, so looks like we're running it. I feel like I've gotten my keys, interchange keys on streets. The filing cabinets and stuff. I'm not misremembering. Logistics office key, right? You can pull that out of the filing cabinets. And we could do broadcast part 2 as well. I think the filing cabinets are still just kind of random. I have not looted them a crazy amount myself, but when I have asked chat, there's a lot of people that will very quickly answer and be like, yeah, no, they're the same. I think it's a map loot pool when it comes to stuff like that. And so like labs has a loot modifier of like 1.3, so it's got better loot. Even in the filing cabinets and computers and like that, it's got better loot. But Tarkov audio, it's still, you know, it's Tarkov audio. If we score another hunting match, I don't know how many we need actually. I think 3 total, or maybe it was 3 that I needed. But if we score another hunting match, we could then go and just look for the dry fuel for that key barter. I'll register key. Is there gonna be another wipe, or is it just another season thing coming? We don't know. We do not know. Like, I don't think they're gonna pay for more servers. Is there a bad reason for the player base split? Yeah, it kills games. It's just you can't split up the player base too much if it's not a massive player base. In niche games like Tarkov, that might not have like a crazy amount of players. When you split them up too much, it'll make the lobbies feel more dead, or the queue times will take way too long. Players are going to be like, well, I only have 30 minutes to play or an hour to play, and I know this queue time is going to be 15 minutes. I'm not playing Tarkov. Then that player quits. Another player feels that way. Another player feels that way. And then the queues take longer, and then the queues take longer, right? And it slowly becomes PUBG, where now the lobbies are half filled with AI, and if you don't play during the absolute prime time, it's hard to get a match. Funny I say that because Tarkov is like, the lobbies are half filled with AI. But the players turning into, the PMCs turning into like the AI PMCs from PvE. That's essentially what happened in PUBG. They split up the player base between like 10 different queues, and it dwindled off a lot of the people, or the player base dwindled off. And it's still massive in like Asia, but in regions that don't have a massive player base, like OCE and NA for PUBG, it sucked. And Tarkov's not nearly as big as PUBG was, and Tarkov has more queues. So I've been saying that for a long ass time. They need to cut down the queues. So that'd help the game majorly. And then if they optimize the matchmaking, the loading in process, I should go for this reset so I can drop the honey matches off. Then we only need the dry fuel for that key barter. What did he do? Shoot marshmallows at me? What was that? But yeah, if you look at Tarkov, dude, you have like 9 daytime, and then 10 different maps, and then 7 servers to choose from, 6 servers to choose from. So like, yeah, like 120 plus base queue options. It's wild. Like when you go and click on other games, like massive games, they will have like, okay, you can select like team deathmatch, or like, you know, you usually aren't able to select the specific map into a specific time into a specific server. And then you got scavs. Not that that'd be like a separate server, but when you got all these different options to choose from, like it takes a long time to get into the game. And then when you split up the player base again, if you were to now cut that in half, cut all of that in half and do it again, you're doubling it. So, not exactly, but you get the point, right? Is that's the argument against splitting up player bases, is that it ends up, unless your player base is massive, like along the size of, you know, League of Legends, it's just overall not better. It's not, in my opinion, not a good thing to split up your player base massively. But that's an easy fix. Like, dude, if they just cut this out, make it where you can't choose nighttime or daytime, you're not selecting the time phase. It's one time phase that's sped up, and it's not, it doesn't take as long to go through this right here, and then make night vision goggles more readily available. Make it to where it's not nighttime's not like ass to see in if you don't have night vision goggles, but force players into night raids. Not necessarily forced. You can wait a tiny bit. It's sped up faster. Like in my scenario, it'd be sped up faster to where, like, if you don't want to do a nighttime raid, or you have to do a certain time of raid, then you're good. You can queue in or wait, you know, a few minutes. Do something in your hideout for a few minutes. Or I know this doesn't fit with the lore, but this side of the map, nighttime. This side of the map, daytime. When this side of the map's daytime, this side of the map's nighttime, right? Something simple like that, dude. Can they just optimize performance of the game? Well, I agreed with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm talking about the queue. Even if you optimize the performance of the game, if you don't have enough players queuing, then it's going to be a fucking problem. Drop off the goodies. See what keys we got. Okay. Snag. Okay, so we got that. We just need the dry fuel for the key barter. Analytics yet? I believe so. Idea register keys. It's for the map we're looking for. Did we just hear a shuffle? It's gonna be unlocked. No, okay. Lame. I have to go to the grocery store over there and for my quest. So we're going to actually cut through here and then cut across. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. Oh, that was close. I need to hit this grocery store up here. That's the quest I'm doing. Maybe seen through walls? No, that's a hallway. The guy that I just shot at is a hallway. People like to camp that to get like shooterborn and or psycho sniper or something. It's a good line of sight. A lot of death here. There we go. Maybe not. Come on, try fuel. Yes. Oh, let's get the out of here. We have Sewer River Stylo Bait. PK that gives pain. A PG, a pain giver. I just want to get to my extract. Maybe it'd be better to go to Stylobait. Are there no speed loaders in this game? I think they've teased a speed loader before on Twitter. Don't know if it is... Oh, that door's not supposed to be open. I don't know if it is actually a thing. Zero thing. Yeah, no, I mean, that, I would be down for a speed loader. A placeable banana for PMCs to slip on. Nice. All right, we have our logistics key. Score. What a big round, dude. I can't believe we pulled a check 13. a pharmacy key and we pulled the items we needed for the barter that quick. Like, what? Oh, we got broadcast part 3 now. Eliminate scavs on woods. Illegal to have sex in the back of an ambulance while it is responding to an emergency in Utah. What idiot ruined it for the rest of us? You know? This is why we can't have nice things. What's the best AK in your opinion? The AK-308 probably. Oh, maybe the AK-50. If you're talking about specifically like what weapon would be best to use 545 ammo, the NL545. If you're talking specifically like what's the best weapon for the AK in that caliber, AK-12. Overall AK with just the word AK or the letters AK in the name, AK-308. These half masks. In Tennessee, you can consume roadkill as long as you report the roadkill within 48 hours to wildlife animal. That's... You missed every shot, buddy. Take this. What a good nade. I don't have to fight that dude. I should get in the logistics department over here. And that's all. We got railways and extract too, so I don't even have to go back that way. We don't have to deal with that twerp. The nincompoop. Anyone know why ammo packs are disabled on the fleet again? There was a duplication bug and a bunch of people duplicated a bunch of ammo. Ban them. I don't know if I'd go that extreme. But I do think if you're bug abusing like that, it would probably be better to like revert that account to a week ago. You know what I mean? Something like that. Nah, I think there was too many people that did that. But yeah, I would say just like revert those accounts a week. But I don't think BSG has that ability. I don't think that they have the ability to be like to identify who took advantage of it and then to reset those accounts. Not fully reset, just to before the bug. Is they have one time. They had one time there was on Interchange, funny enough. It was like my first wipe or maybe my second wipe. You could go and it was like on a spot of the map. You could fall through it. You had to like intentionally get into the spot. It was not. It wasn't like you'd randomly stumble into this by accident. You had to do it. But you would get into it and then you'd like free fall basically. And you could cap out your, you'd level up your strength all the way. Like it would ignore any sort of cap on XP. And it was based on like distance traveled. So since your guy was free falling, he'd be traveling a very long way. And people were like maxing out strength and endurance in one raid doing it. Those people got their accounts reset. Enjoy the lobby, buddy. Enjoy the lobby. They got like full reset. They've done it once upon a time. And I can't believe I scored a Markram key and then pharmacy key right afterwards. Out of filing cabinets. Crafty said toss this shit. No way that was Crafty. No way. I'll hide this shit. I'll hide this shit. I got him. I got him. A dangerous spot to loot. The MP7's not his, yeah? MP7 found a raid? No, it's like several MP7 mags. Oh. Here we go. The van. The perfect hiding spot. Oh, there's a van right here. Mission accomplished. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. They just said you can keep eating, okay? I know he does, okay? It's fine. I don't have stash space. I just needed to come in and get this quest done so I can level up fragments so then I can start leveling up my stash space. Hopefully no one's extra camping out here. I feel like railway is camped more than Immercom now, honestly. I feel like it's usually by a duo. Boom. Big. Which that should, yeah, that'll push us over. Huge. Okay. Now we just have to get the level. Okay, so now we got to get the gazelles. We have one. It's level 32. 33,000 XP. Easy, dude. Easy. Hell yeah. I kind of need to swap to Alpaca. Oh, 3 half masks for a packet. God dang. I realize it's 3 half masks. We just need a little bit of XP to level up our hideout. That's all. If we're going for kills with the P.A.C.A., I don't think we're going to do Lighthouse. I'm going to do Reserve. Shoreline. Maybe, but I'm rocking PBBS. Streets wouldn't be bad. Or Blood of War. Or, I'm sorry, but, Woods. We don't have all of these, I don't think. We need 3 of those. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Let's get this plant off. I'm swapping out the PBBS for 7 and 40. PBBS at range, which is what I'll be likely shooting on Woods, is the damage fall off makes it where it might not one tap their head. You planning on prestiging on hardcore? Yeah. I would like to prestige on the account. We gotta get 10 kills with this P.A.C.A., I think, right? For Punisher? Yep. 10 PMCs while wearing a P.A.C.A. body armor and 6x47 helmet. And I have to get an AK-74 as well. I have an M4 in my quest reward. Right. I think Woods would work with the P.A.C.A. just because level 2 armor and level 3 helmet. I'm pretty much running around with no armor on at this point. And range has the chance of... Oh, I realized I was running back in with my evasion arband. That's funny. Oops. No longer found in raid. Yeah, we'll find it plenty before Kappa, hopefully. But Woods has long range shots that we're going to be getting... Long range fights that we'll be getting into, so armor won't matter as much. CQB armor usually plays a little bit more of a role. Ranged fights, it's headshots, and typically they've got good enough ammo to pin through high tier helmets. So Woods running naked is not necessarily the worst. Shotgun scavs and stuff become a lot more deadly. Hopefully we can make do with this AK has been putting in work. Hopefully we make do with it. I was gonna swap it for like an RSAS or the MDR, but I mean, dude, it's been doing it. It's been doing what it needs to do. So I don't really do energy drink stuff, but they have like other stuff that's not energy drink based, and that's one of them. Not bad. 100 proof bourbon. It's not that. It's not that. That also sounds delicious. I'm not really. I'm sure I would dislike that. Dude, get me drunk though. I'm more of a beer drinker if I'm going to drink. If I'm going to partake in any alcohol, like beer. Okay, so the goal this round, I need PMC kills, 10 of them. No, not in one round, but I need to kill as many PMCs as I can, up to 10. And I need to plant these 3 markers, the different weapon stashes. One of them is up here to my left behind that rock set. He's got a half mask. I need 3 of those per P.A.C.A. trade. Yeah, Delator. Especially with this fog, I'd imagine Shooterborn Heaven is a pain. Well, pro tip, you can lower your brightness in-game through puss effects. Let you see a little further. See, like, we're kind of struggling to see that tree there. Yeah, it's still kind of. I guess it's more so hitting under a certain amount, so the shadow, or not shadow, but the fog's not blinding. You still see it, yeah, okay. Like there, right? Can't see it. Gone. You can kind of see it. I guess you could visualize it. So the thing is with like if it's if it's random matchmaking and you can match with anyone, right? The chances of snowballing is higher. And so I've noticed whenever I've started an account later in the wipe, the first few days suck a lot more than had I just started earlier in the wipe. But then you can, once you get a snowball going, it's a lot easier to not be worried about all those level 6 chonkers running around. There's really not as many as it would seem. Maybe level 6 like plate, but they're not running around with Altons and stuff. So one shot in the face usually will do the trick. That has been looted. Yeah, there's like nothing here. You can just buy pate, by the way. Yeah, you just buy pate. This hasn't been looted, actually. They would have taken both those for sure. What up, Sven? Yeah, this has been looted. I was right. I was right. Now, I think a big part of the appeal is randomly the chance of running into anyone, right? You don't know who you're going to run into. And if you start adding in too much matchmaking base systems, then it's going to make the queue longer, and people are going to learn to min-max it, and then you're going to have people going in with like the bare minimum. And you know, you give me the bare minimum with, like, you look at ABI, a big problem plaguing that game is the players that will go in with the red ammo, and they're not risking anything, but they're in the high risk lobby because they learned to min-max the system. And that's just human nature. It's going to happen every time. Just going to get the stash to see if the car's up, but no car. We'll just keep going back this way. I need to go place these last 2 markers, then we'll be on our way. But yeah, if it's going to be a system where it's like, okay, skill-based matchmaking, people are going to find out the lowest, biggest threat kit, and that's going to be the only kit pub stomp in low tier lobbies. And it's going to be high skilled players that are rocking low tier kits, so they have easier opponents. I think the only type of matchmaking system that could potentially work in Tarkov is a flea market versus not flea market. So 1 through 15. If you don't have the flea market, you're in that set of queues. If you do have the flea market, you're in this set of queues. Or if you hit a certain amount of raids. So take the average amount of raids that it takes for the community to get to level 15. You have that many raids. That would give the new players a little bit of a leeway. Little bit of wiggle room. But as soon as they get out of that and they get into the other one, they're just going to get their shit stomped in. But they'd still at least get to learn a couple of the maps and stuff like that. I think we're heading to one-shot meta with AP Magnum and AK-50 and TKPD if there's no wipe. No, it's not. They're not consistent enough. I would rather have an NL545 in my hand. We're already in a one-shot meta. I'm going to shoot 850 RPM at your head, and one of those bolts is going to connect. Now one-shot you. That's been the meta for couple years now. Full auto, high rate of fire weapons that can rock good enough pin ammo and flesh ammo to one tap you. Now, if you're talking about like one tap to the thorax, it's not consistent enough. Because if I'm going to shoot you and my arms are in front of my thorax, that's going to mitigate a lot of the damage. And so it might still f me up, but the chances of one tapping me is a lot more slim. And those guns have so much recoil that by the time you're going to get your second shot off, I'm already going to put 3 to 4 at your head. And aim punch is such a bitch that, like, if I start to connect and I'm continuously hitting you with 800 plus RPM of ammo and you're getting hit by aim punch, you're going to be like, bum, 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 bum. Oh, while I'm sitting like right there. Right? Aim punch is so crazy. So I don't think we'll end up going towards that meta now. Not with those weapons having as much recoil as they do. And not with the other weapons having as low amount of recoil as they do. I mean, who even flinches when they get shot? Pussies. That's what I'm saying, dude. You give me a little bit of ibuprofen, maybe some Vaseline to rub on it, I'm good. All right, I'll run right through that. Damn, I can't believe we didn't see a single person, dude. The queue was 10 minutes, but... You've had the BTR drive over Sturman and his 2 guards. Hell yeah. He deserves it. Good, good. All right, we got our quest done. There's like 25k XP there too. And we only need a few more thousand. We're set. We'll have our hideout upgraded to level 3. Won't be all the way yet, but close. Getting Ragman to level 3 has been a pain in the butt. $10.3k. All right, all right. Got to plant the 3 markers on the minibuses and hunt some PMCs. Doing the leather boots. Yeah, not like cowboy boots, but quality leather boots, yeah. Is that at me? I don't think so, but it kind of sounded like it. Reason why you'd want your feet at a 90-degree angle. I think it helps makes it to where it's easier to have better posture. Helps you maintain good posture. Doesn't necessarily have to be like at 90 degrees, but yeah, circulation too. True. Oh, actually, I should have cut back there and third-partied that fight. I need kills from I was going to circle around and hit it from the side because I thought they were shooting at me. But I don't... After hearing it a little bit longer, I don't think they were shooting at me. Or if they were, they got third-partied. Damn. Scav co-op on woods or any scav co-op, you can bring in smoke grenades and a loud weapon. Oh. He didn't repair the gun, which is wild. The last thing we have to mark is the minivan over here. The minibus. Hopefully there's not anyone roaming around the outside. It sounded like most of the fights were inside the mall. Our last mark we got to place. All right, last marker done. In this for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if you tried, but 21WS has been fired this swipe. No way. Really? You're trolling me. I don't have the key on my hardcore account, but I've always said that's 21WS right there. You have to have a key card for it, and you have to have power turned on. It's good. Cool little hidden storage, but the loot in it's always been terrible. And so for like how cool it is and how much trouble you have to get to open it, the loot in there is garbage. That's nice that they actually did buff it. 2 to 3 suppressors and a scope every hit. Some armors. Damn. All right. 2, 3, 14 keys on factory from dead scavs. Dude, I pulled a pharmacy key and a markroom key today out of filing cabinets. I wonder if they buffed the key spawns or if we both just got very lucky. This is where that fight went down earlier, I think. I'm not seeing any bodies besides that scav. Oh, here we go. Scav. Might have been upstairs. Exclamation point NVIDIA, do those settings. Yeah, if you have an NVIDIA GPU, that'll help you see. It's nothing crazy. It's super easy to do. It's in your control panel. It's changing up a little bit on the gamma and a little bit on like the contrast and brightness and stuff. It's 3 bars or 2 bars that you change. It literally is like the most simple thing, but it does make it to where you can actually see in Tarkov. I think it makes the game look better overall. I usually don't use the post FX other than the sharpening effect, but I'll adjust the brightness a little bit depending on, well, mainly because of the snow and the fog. Hopefully he found what he's looking for and could shove it up his bum. Because otherwise I'm getting it. Oh, scope. Oh, this guy's loaded. He must have been the guy that won that fight earlier that we heard. I'm on an NVIDIA setting or NVIDIA build. I guess I have an AMD CPU, but I guess it'd be good to have that for anyone that'd be curious how to get those settings. If they had like an AMD build. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough ammo to bring out that SR3M. If there'd be any point. Kind of want to bring out the other Grizzly as well. This is a fresh one? Yeah. Yep. Get the hell out of here. I think that was AI scam. But if you Google ICC profile or RTINGS, it's like a legit, super legit website on monitors, and they nerd the fuck out on it. I'm talking like they give you specs that you didn't even know were specs. Yeah, that's it, Alchemist. Yep, that's it. They give you specs that you didn't even know were specs. Ratings without the A. That's it. But yeah, basically it's super easy to do as well. You just go to that website, look up what monitor you have, and then you click the ICC profile and click download. And then I think it auto applies. It auto apply to your monitor. But it made my OLED look a lot better. I probably would have returned this OLED had I not done that. I have this it's an MSI 32-inch curved OLED monitor. I love the monitor outside of it needing to clean itself. That's just an OLED thing. But I probably would have returned it had I not found out about the ICC profile and changed that over. There we go. Now we can upgrade our hideout, which will free up a lot of room in the stash too, because we've been having to save items to upgrade it. OLED worth? I keep thinking about it. Depends on what your monitor is now. If you have a good monitor now, I'd probably wait until that monitor stops working or something. Need a lot of wires.